Hello everyone. So today let's listen to the story of Veerbhadrappa and Chenbasappa. Once upon a time, Shirdi Sai Baba was walking through a quiet jungle. After a long walk, he felt tired and decided to rest near a sparkling river. He sat by the water, washed his hands, feet, and face, and felt refreshed. Just as Baba was about to have a small snack, a traveler happened to pass by and sat near him. Baba smiled kindly and offered him some water and food. The traveler gratefully accepted and thanked Baba for his generosity. As they were eating together, a strange noise broke the calm. The traveler looked around curiously and asked, "Baba, what's that sound?" Baba replied calmly, "Ah, that's the serpent and the frog. The serpent is trying to swallow the frog, and the frog is struggling to escape." Hearing this, the traveler rushed to see, and to his surprise, it was exactly as Baba had said. He ran back breathless and exclaimed, "Baba, we must save the poor frog." Baba smiled gently and said, "Don't worry, nothing will happen. I will never allow the serpent to swallow the frog." He stood up and walked towards them, his eyes full of compassion. Speaking softly, yet firmly, Baba said, "Veerbhadrappa, are you still angry after all these years? Has Chenbasappa not suffered enough, even after being born as a frog? And you, though born as a serpent, still carry so much of hatred. Shame on you. Let go of your anger and free Chenbasappa from this enmity." At Baba's words, the serpent slowly released the frog and moved away. The traveler watched in awe, his eyes wide and mouth open in wonder. "Baba," he whispered, "how did you know their names? Who are Veerbhadrappa and Chenbasappa, and what caused such hatred between them?" Then Baba began to tell a story. Once, long ago, there was an ancient village. The villagers wanted to restore their old temple of Lord Shiva. So they decided to collect donations from everyone in the village. A wealthy man was chosen as the treasurer, and the entire fund and project were entrusted to his care. His duty was simple: to oversee the repairs and use the money honestly. But soon greed crept into his heart. Instead of using his funds for the temple, he quietly kept all the money for himself and spent nothing on the restoration. Days turned into weeks, and seeing little progress, the villagers began to worry. When they questioned him, he spoke sweetly and cleverly, managing to fool them with his words. One night, Lord Shiva appeared in the treasurer's wife's dream and said, "Use your own wealth to repair my temple." The next morning, she shared her dream with her husband and, with devotion, decided to offer her precious ornaments, gifts from her father, for the temple work. But the greedy man deceived her too. He pretended to help but secretly undervalued her ornaments, bought them himself for a cheaper price, and in return gave a piece of land as an endowment. However, that land did not belong to him. It was mortgaged to him by a poor woman named Dubaki, who had long been unable to redeem it. The miser thus cheated everyone: God, the villagers, his own wife, and poor Dubaki. Since the land was barren and yielded nothing, it was eventually entrusted to the village priest to look after. But soon after, a terrible storm struck, taking the lives of the greedy man, his wife, and Dubaki. Their story became a lesson that no wealth gained through deceit ever brings peace. Baba paused for a moment, glancing at the traveler, who sat before him, eyes wide with astonishment. Then, in a calm and gentle voice, he continued, "After their deaths, the rich man, his wife, and Dubaki all carried the weight of their deeds into their next birth. The greedy treasurer who had deceived everyone was born again as Veerbhadrappa in Brahmin family. His wife was reborn as Gauri, the daughter of the priest of the same Shiva temple. And the poor woman Dubaki took birth as a male child in the family of the temple caretaker and was named Chenbasappa. Even in their new lives, their old karma followed them. Veerbhadrappa's greed and anger still clung to him, while Chenbasappa carried the fear and helplessness of his past. By my blessings, Baba said, the temple priest gave his daughter Gauri's hand in marriage to Veerbhadrappa. At first he behaved well, but soon his true nature returned. His mind was again filled with greed. He came to me asking for help to gain more wealth, saying he had to support a married man's life. Around that time, the value of land suddenly rose. By Gauri's good fortune, the endowed land was sold for the great price, and much wealth came into their hands. But instead of peace, it brought quarrels. Husband and wife argued over the money, and they both came to me seeking judgment. I told them clearly that money belongs to Gauri alone. Not even her husband has a claim over it. Hearing this, Veerbhadrappa was consumed with rage. He shouted at his wife and even spoke harshly to me. Gauri, however, humbled herself and apologized for his behavior. That night, God appeared in her dream and said, "The money is yours. Do not give it to anyone. Use part of it to repair the temple and work together with Chenbasappa to do so." Gauri gave some money from the land to Chenbasappa for temple's repair. But when Veerbhadrappa learned of this, his anger knew no bounds. He threatened to kill Chenbasappa. Frightened, Chenbasappa came running to me, seeking refuge. I promised him my protection and assured him that no harm would come to him. Not long after, Veerbhadrappa died and was reborn as a serpent, while Chenbasappa passed away and was reborn as a frog. Still trapped in hatred, the serpent tried once again to swallow the frog, just as he had once tried to seize what was not his. But how could such anger prevail in my presence? Baba's eyes gleamed with divine light as he said softly, "I had given Chenbasappa my word that I would protect him from Veerbhadrappa. That is why I commanded the serpent to let go, to end this endless cycle of hatred and revenge." The traveler sat speechless, and in Baba's serene face, he saw the wisdom of countless lifetimes shining like a calm, eternal flame. The traveler bowed deeply, his heart filled with awe and devotion. The forest around them was still. He looked at Baba with folded hands and whispered, "Baba, your grace reaches even those who are born again as animals. Truly, your compassion knows no limits." Baba smiled gently and said, "My child, greed and anger chain the soul for lifetimes. Only love and forgiveness can break that chain. Every being must face the fruits of their actions. But when the heart learns to forgive, the soul finds peace." The traveler sat quietly, letting Baba's words sink deep within him. He took Baba's story as a reminder that no wrongdoing escapes karma, yet no soul is beyond redemption through love and grace.